And welcome back to some Dawn of War Soulstorm action. It's going to be 1 versus 1 on the Blood River map. I believe this is the one of the last couple of old games that I've got left. After that it's more recent stuff. So as you can see, it's the top player Lightman 2009, which is myself playing as the good old Specimens. At the bottom we've got Eresis playing as the Dark Elder, going for the standard build. Actually no, it's not too standard. Actually going for 3 Mandrake squads to begin with. He's probably going to be using his initial squad for harassment. No? Okay. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. So maybe he's going to go for warrior squads straight out of the Hall of Blood, or maybe he'll actually go pure melee, at least for the beginning stages, with the Archon squad. In any case, as for me, I'm going for a little bit more of a standard build, getting the Force Commander out. And let's see what Eresis will go for. So he's actually going to be capturing with these initial guys instead of harassing. Interesting. And he's actually going for the Archon as well. Here we go, yep, this second squad's going to be harassing, apparently. Either that or maybe capturing the middle critical location. Huh, interesting, very interesting indeed. Let's just speed things up a bit actually. Force Commander will come in eventually at the very least, and yeah, unfortunately my guys have to run around a bit, but thankfully though, because my Force Commander will eventually come. Okay, yep, he's going to probably decapture this freaking point. Yeah, very nicely done actually. Very nicely done, I do say so. Well, Force Commander will be coming out soon, and yeah, we should be alright hopefully. Finally getting a plasma generator of my own. It's interesting, actually getting a bit of a late plasma generator. Oh, maybe to get the fast listing posts. Not entirely sure. In either case, also getting the preemptive skull probe. Opponent is also going for infiltration as well, so huh. Interesting start. Unfortunately, yeah, he has managed to do a bit of harassment. Let's just see how much of an effect that has actually had. 44 and 10 for him, 50 and 10 for me, so I'm still ahead only just barely when it comes to economics though, so we'll see what happens. My Force Commander is going to be doing a bit of harassment, presumably for Space Marines coming out as well with attached skull probes. I believe I've got, let's see, did I have I thought I had 2 skull probes out in the field, but apparently not. Interesting, very interesting indeed. In any case, the Archons is just going to be chasing my Scout Marines around while my Space Marines try to do their best to target him, I suppose. At the very least, the Archon squad and his retinue, I'm pretty sure they don't really do much in terms of... not bad as sidestep my Space Marines. Yeah, they don't do too much in terms of range damage. Well, they do a fair bit of it, I suppose, but they do an incredible amount once the... of course. Anyway, once the... splinter cannons are researched, I believe. So we'll see how that works out. These Mandrakes are going to be a pain in the ass as well. Scout Marines, I'm not really sure if I really want to leave them there actually, but what the hell, we'll see what happens. In any case, my Force Commander, I'm actually using him for harassment duty. Huh, interesting. I suppose I'm also going to be spotting the Homunculus Laboratory as well, although it's not too unexpected that they'd be bringing that up. And there we go, finally sending in the Force Commander of my own. Now freaking time, and at the same time my Space Marines are going to be suffering, but looks like the Skull Probe unfortunately has been taken out. We'll be upgrading a couple more of these guys though, getting a second Space Marine squad out, hopefully getting a Skull Probe out as well, so I can actually get some form of detection, but at the very least I can actually at least keep running these guys around the listing post. I think actually one of the Mandrake squads has been taken out as well. I'm pretty sure there was one squad there that was being a pain in the ass. And there we go, now we'll be able to engage them in ranged combat as well. So what happens? Really? They're actually using Animus Vitae and the Force Commander? Interesting, very interesting. What about the economies now? 92 and 10 for him, 80 and 10 for me. So unfortunately yeah, he's going to be getting a bit of an advantage happening, which kind of sucks to say the least. Yeah, he's also going to be getting the Towers of Loathing up as well, which kind of sucks. I believe his main advantage is yeah, having one of the relics and having one of the critical locations as well, which kind of sucks. Ouch, taking a bit of damage. Thankfully I do have a Skull Probe out in the field now, and because this is a purely melee based army, I should be alright, especially with a 3rd squad coming out. Actually going for tier 1.5 as it were, with the armory, probably to get the quick frag grenades, and yeah, hopefully I can claw my way back up to the top. And I don't have any excess Scout Marines, that kind of sucks. I've only got 1 capping squad. Oh well, at least these guys will be able to spot the Archon squad coming in, and yeah, they'll tell me basically where their army is. So yeah, these guys will just get out of there slowly but surely towards the listing post. And as for this other army, they're going to go for this other Tower of Loathing instead. Or I'll just call them listing posts really, because they're all pretty much the same bloody thing, to say the least. watch out for this skull probe before it gets taken out. And actually, there we go. Actually, do manage to ward away the Archon squad. At the same time, they can just go straight for my scout marines. Nope, they're not going to. They're going to try to corner my guys actually. And I'm actually going to be going for Flamers to start off with. Managed to take out the listening post. 80 to 10, yep, so it's going to be roughly equivalent. He's going for tier 2 though, and as for me, I'm going to be delaying tier 2 in order to get the early flamers. I don't know if I'm getting the grenades out or not, or any other upgrades. What the hell, we'll see what happens. Unfortunately, these guys, I'm not sure what the hell's happening to them. Unfortunately, they're going to get caught out. What the hell is going on? Why didn't I retreat those guys? Very bad micro by myself. I'm not really sure what the hell that's about. But, oh well, what can you do? At least I do have a couple of guys with flamers. And Eresis, thank god he doesn't have a vehicle building out at the very least, although he might actually be going for a vehicle-based build as soon as he gets to tier 2. We'll see what happens, because as you can see with my flamers I'm going to be a bit vulnerable to vehicles to say the least. Am I going to... oh my god, I'm still not going to tier 2. Yeah, there we go, actually researching frag grenades bizarrely enough, and the Animus Fire Tabulae not actually really doing too much. I probably should actually separate the Force Commander from the squad, and indeed I do, so I can actually you know, get him to do a bit of damage while my other squads just run around basically. So is it tier 2 now, and is tier 2 structure? I don't know what it's going to be. Actually he's going for Scourges instead, so yeah, these guys actually shouldn't be too bad against them with the flamers and all that, so thank god for that. Unfortunately he's going to continue doing economic damage. Archon squad's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. Finally going to tier 2 myself. Fortunately, yeah, he's got a bit of an advantage. So 92 and 30, 86 and 20. So yeah, and he managed to... oh no, he didn't decap my relic. He didn't want to lose his Mandrake squad, it seems. Finally going to be getting the listing post on that, and finally I'll be decapturing critical location as well. It'll help restore a bit of the balance to my favour when it comes to economy. So thank god he's decided to go for more of a troop-based build. That basically means that my tier 1.5 troops will basically be able to continue doing damage. We should get a third squad out actually. But anyway, they'll be able to continue doing damage. I'll have to watch out for the Scourges though. They could be quite a pain in the ass actually. In any case, yeah, there goes the critical location. The Scourges are probably going to go for me. We'll see what happens. And there we go, finally I'm actually on the offensive myself. I'm just seeing what else is happening here when it comes to upgrades and all that. So Assault Space Marine is actually going to come out. That's interesting given the fact that interesting indeed given the fact that I've mostly just faced a pure melee army. I think I did spot the Scourges, and he's going for Witch Cult Arena, so definitely going to be going with an infantry heavy build. Thank god for frag grenades and all that, throwing a couple here and there. Unfortunately their listing post will survive. My yeah, probably should get these guys out of here actually. Ouch, these Scourges are going to be a massive pain in the ass, but to say the least, yeah, they're going to just jump straight into their path. Not bad indeed. Ouch, frankly, Assault Space Marines coming in. Will they be able to save the day? Probably not. We'll probably get torn to pieces. Actually, we'll see what happens actually. My Assault Space Marines are jumping in. Unfortunately, the Scourges are jumping away from them as well. Yeah, my regular squads are just getting torn to pieces, and I wish to get this guy into melee actually. My Assault Space Marines wasting time on the Archon squad when they should be going after the Scourges. Well actually, could be worse. Could be much better though at the same time, and as for me, I'm actually going to be going for a vehicle-based build myself, after eventually going for tier 2. I might be able to do a bit of damage with land speeders actually. It does have Scourges on the field, but they're not upgraded to Dark Lancers. Unfortunately, they're pretty cheap to upgrade, and I'm pretty sure they upgrade pretty quickly as well. I'm pretty sure that's my Force Commander's dead. Yep, he just died right then and there. I did manage to capture this for myself at the very least, but he does have the army advantage, 8 to 4, to say the least. God damn, and what is my first vehicle going to be, I wonder? I've got no idea. Let's see. Oh, actually getting a Chaplain out? Really? Okay, so first one's going to be a Rhino. I'm surprised I'm actually getting a Chaplain out. Interesting. Well, we'll see how this pans out. And these guys are still not getting upgraded to Dark Lancers for some reason. Speaking of which, I probably should get these guys actually to capture... oh good, thank god this thing's upgraded. Yeah, I probably should get these guys to actually keep capturing critical locations rather than lend their piddly amount of firepower. But, oh, what can you do? Upgrading my guy with heavy bolters, so I don't have the heavy weapons upgrade just yet. It's usually a bit risky to do that, but actually I don't think I've seen that Witch Cult Arena, have I? Okay, well, it's not going to say what it... show what I've seen. Oh well, I just race. Well, whatever. We'll see what happens, I guess. suppose the next thing to go for would probably be a land speeder Tempest. Or a second Space Marine squad, whatever. Oh my god, and he's got the frigging Crucible Malediction, which kind of sucks. Ouch. Brother versus brother, that kind of sucks. Well, what the hell. Whoa, okay, that ability lasted a very long time, actually. Time to get these guys to retreat, actually. Managing to eventually get them out. What else do we have for opponents? Here, going to be getting Power Blades and all that as well. Yeah, unfortunately, he just does have a massive advantage. Unfortunately, there we go. Finally do get the chaplain attached to these guys. Second squad coming out probably to get upgraded with heavy bolters or maybe missile launchers. We'll see what happens. He doesn't have any vehicle plant out yet, so hopefully for my sake I'll just be going... no, I'll be going for missile launchers, of course. So I probably would have suspected that he'd be going for the vehicles as well, apparently not. And Land Speeder Tempest to come out as well, which really come in handy actually against the Scourges. He still hasn't upgraded them with Dark Lancers. I mean, he's seen my Rhino transport, he knows that I'm going to be going with a vehicle-based build, so I'm not really sure what's happening there. Speaking of which, I'm not really sure why I'm leaving those guys like that, but in any case, they're going to run straight into my crossfire. There we go, nice some crossfire between listening posts and all that. These guys really should be capturing at least, you know, this critical location that's out of the way at the very least, but they're not, and these guys should really be getting the hell out of there, actually. Yeah, but away they go. So now we've got a nice little stalemate at the moment. Hopefully I'll be able to break it. Actually getting the Sacred Artifact as well, so I'm going to be staying in Tier 2 for a bit longer. Pretty standard upgrades for the Dark Elder player, just getting infantry-based and command-based stuff. Continuing to get Scourges, but not upgrading them with Dark Lancers, despite the fact that he's seen my vehicles. Interesting, even these guys... Oh, there we go, now they're finally getting upgraded with freaking Dark Lancers. Although they'll still take a bit of damage. Thank god I went for vehicle-based infantry. Still no heavy weapons upgrades just yet. Nope, unfortunately not quite yet, but thank god I can just get these guys to, yeah, just to counteract them pretty quickly. There we go, actually going to be spotting ahead of that as well. I might be too late actually. No, never mind, should be alright. And we have to take out a few of these Scourges as well. Thank god these guys can go around pretty quickly. My scouts, I really should have just sent them to capture, but what can you do? I've actually got an Apothecary coming in, bizarrely enough. And there we go, thankfully Space Marines coming in as well. Probably should throw a couple of grenades as well just to get the Archon squad torn up a little bit, but well, what can you do? So they're just going to do whatever they can. I suppose I'll be attaching this guy to one of my Space Marine squads. Yep, I sure will be. Using the Scout Marines as detectors, I suppose. I probably should be upgrading them with sniper rifles, actually. Very effective against Elder and Dark Elder, because even the Scourges, well, actually they say they're heavy infantry, but most of the Dark Elder infantry is pretty light, and even their heavier stuff doesn't really have that much in terms of hit points, although their elite stuff is pretty powerful, to say the least. In any case, there we go, that's going to be should be just fine and dandy. I should... Oh, still not getting these... Okay. Well, I suppose I've got a bit of an excuse. I'll be using these guys to act as spotters, but still. Yeah, well, at least I'll have plenty of healing up as well. Sacred Artifact, going to be going for some average upgrades, and there we go. We'll see what happens. At least my guys are going to be getting fully stocked up on heavy weapons. Opponent is also going to be staying on at Tier 2 as well, so yeah, finally he's going to be capturing a bit of stuff. So yeah, he's upgrading some of these guys with Dark Lancers, some of them not. Interesting. So 104 and 53, 116 and 30 to me. So he's got the power advantage, strangely enough, despite the fact that I'm going for vehicles. But I've got the requisition advantage, so what the hell. We'll see what happens. Look at this, these guys are basically taking no freaking damage, you gotta love it. And these guys are maybe gonna decap maybe. So yeah, I mean these Dark Elder, they're pretty mobile, but Rhino's pretty mobile as well. So, but the Dark Elder, they do get their own transport. I can't remember what it's called, but they do get one at the very least. Oh my god, not the fucking... Oh wait a minute, what the hell just happened? I heard that the ability trigger for the Maledictum, but I'm not really sure what happened. These guys were just standing still. Did I throw a grenade their way? I don't know. In either case, my god, man, what are these guys thinking, taking them on like that? These Scourges are meant to engage you guys from long range, but the problem is they've also got heavy bolters of my own, so I can kind of engage them as well. Probably should get these guys out of the lead. The Archon squad's going to get torn up anyway, and yep, there we go. It's just going to get surrounded and taken out by Assault Space Marines of all things. Fortunately, my Land Speeder Tempest probably not going to fare too well, although actually they are lasting a bit of a while though, to say the least. And this point still belongs to Eris's, really? Am I going to decapture it at some points maybe? Don't know. In either case, getting a second squad of Assault Space Marines finally enough. And who knows, I might actually be able to make a comeback from this. Opponent is going to Tier 3. Sorry, but I think he's probably should be focusing more so on troops. I mean, he's got enemy troops tearing up his base. I think he made a bit of a mistake doing that. He also made a bit of a mistake with the way he used the scourges and all that. They're definitely not frontline troops. Even though they can jump around and all that, but they're definitely not meant to be used as frontline troops. They don't have much health at all. And, I mean, really, they're Splinter, I believe they actually do come with their own individual... Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure they do come up with their own Splinter cannon or whatever variant it's called. That is interesting. Got rhino transport for that, probably to transport assault marines, I don't know. But the thing is, yeah, space marines, they do get their own heavy bolters. Oh, that's why I got a second rhino transport, to transport these guys, of course, which probably means I should get this one the hell out of there, actually. So I can get it repaired, and even got a third one out, just in case, getting Grey Knights as well, so I'm definitely staying in tier 2 for a pretty long time. Too bad Dark Order don't get any demonic units, as far as I know. I mean, they get warp beasts, but I believe their armor is still heavy infantry. Despite the fact that they're freaking warp beasts, you think they count as demons, but whatever. And witches, they're just heavy infantry as well, or elite heavy infantry. Finally got a Dark Foundry for Eresis, but I think he might have... Actually, wait a minute, he's got quite a bit of power requisition saved up. What about myself? I don't have quite as much saved up. So another thing he could have done better is... there goes the builder. Another thing he could have done better was... Oh, these guys should probably get the hell out of it, actually. I guess not. Going to be a bit of a waste, but oh well. Yeah, another thing he could have done better was to spend his power a bit more wisely. Unless if he's going... Maybe he's going for tier 4 to get the Dice of Destruction. Nope, it's not going to make much difference anyways. Cabal Fortress is going to go down. Unfortunately, my Grey Knights are going to get destroyed though. And I suppose they'll at the very least... not bad. They'll at the very least be able to distract the enemy. But yeah, that was a bit of a... micromanagement about myself there. What can you do now? The micro was not getting the Rhino transport repaired or getting the Librarian into the Rhino transport for that. I'm finally going to tier 3 myself. I did say the game's a bit of a foregone conclusion at this point, so actually, I'm not really sure if I even got any... no, I didn't even get the Plasma Pistol upgrade. I probably should have gotten that actually, and possibly Power Weapon upgrades as well actually. If only for the Assault Space Marine Sergeants, I guess. And of course the first vehicle out is going to be the Talos, but at the same time my guys, yeah, they can just flee into the Rhino transports. They're just going to do, yeah, go back and forth like that. And Eresis is out, so quite the match indeed. Librarian attached to Grey Knight squad, something you don't normally really want to do. You normally want to attach the Chaplain, but what the hell. I suppose you can use the Librarian and Grey Knight combos as more of a spellcasting squad, but usually better synergy would be the Chaplain and the Grey Knights. But there you go, quite a little game indeed between myself and Eresis. So there you go. Until next time, this has been Dame Didovich signing off. Welcome again to some Dawn of War Soulstorm action. It's going to be 3 vs 3 on the Cassiolution map that everyone loves it seems. At least that the hosts seem to love anyway, because they joined the game that had that map on. Top right team versus bottom left team. Top right team consists of Nightmare 2009 and myself playing as the Space Marines. Okay, I also got Chibriato playing as the Elder, presumably with some mass amount of Guardian squads, I'm not entirely sure. I definitely do not agree with that. And also Chupa Chabri, or Cabra, I should say, who has also got a bit more of a standard build, thank God, going for yeah, just a couple of Guardian squads. Wait a minute, yeah, a couple of Guardian squads. Also going for early Dark Reapers and the Plasma Generator, so thankfully he's going for more of a standard build. Mr. Chess is going to be going for most likely either the Flamer Pistol equipped Canoness, or more likely the what the... Don't make tech... What? Don't make tech order. Okay, anyway, but yeah, he's most likely going to go for the Seraphims instead, and you're going for Plasma Generator as well. Alcoholic, on the other hand, yeah, going for a bit more of a standard build. A couple of space Scout Marine squads. I'm surprised actually his Chapel Barracks took that long to finish. Huh. Okay, because he devoted the other one to building the other stick post. And the Hater Twinkie going for loads of Plasma Generators. I think it's unexpected there. As for myself, I am actually going to be going for a jump squad base to start myself, and even getting the Bionics upgrade as well, actually, to begin with. So apparently you can do all of that before you even get the initial Plasma Generator out. So there we go. Yeah, the guys are discovering what the hell's going on there. 2 elf players, so maybe they're playing as random, not entirely sure. And what in God's name? You can actually go to tier 2 as Elder without building the barracks? Pretty sure for every other race you need either the barracks or the armory building to be built up, but nope, apparently not for this Chibriota guy. It'll be interesting to see how he leverages this. Will he be able to... Indeed. Will he be able to... make up for his tier 2... make up for his lack of army with quick tier 2 advancement? I've got no idea. It's a very unusual build. We'll see what his tier 2 buildings are actually. We'll just see what else is happening actually. We've got Battle Sisters going head to head with Dark Reapers and Guardians. Not exactly a great matchup. I mean, the Seraphim, they are meant to be a ranged jump squad, but at the same time they don't exactly do much damage with their pistols, so they're really meant for harassment, that sort of stuff. And of course for kiting the crap out of melee troops. They do a great job with that because they actually get great... Oh, that was pretty good timing. They get very good fire in the move accuracy, and because of the way they move, they can actually fire, yeah, like that, as you can see. They can keep firing on stuff even when they're moving backwards. You guys, a nice bit of harassment by myself here. Going with a Space Marine squad now. So just standard stuff now, and a plasma generator. So yeah, just standard squads all around, even getting early flamers, bizarrely enough. We're going to get a second squad or something else, maybe the Force Commander. We'll see what happens, and I'm assuming, yeah, the Bionics upgrade was just for the durability of the Assault Space Marines. Of course, what else would it be for? Mr. Chess is still trying to do something with the Seraphim, and what the hell is the Farseer doing? Why is she on range stance? As you can see, she doesn't really do much damage at all at range stance. Very bizarre indeed. Yeah, well, even using Mind War on Missionary, I suppose we're not encountering a Canoness, so I suppose that makes some sense at the very least. Seraphim, definitely not being used in the intended role of harassment or support, I suppose. Definitely do not want to be using them for this sort of desperate defense. Wow, that's a very dramatic psychic blast, to say the least. Yeah, Mr. Chess probably could just try to do a bit of counter harassment on one of the elder players' bases, but well, especially Chibriota. But what can you do? So Chibriota, yep, he's going to be going for an early support portal. So he's going for a vehicle-based build and finding an aspect portal. Very bizarre. I can grab tank as well. Mr. Chess saying I'll play versus 2 noob techer. Indeed. Show back versus Necron NW. What the hell is NW? Necron Warriors, of course. Finds the other inbound colleague coming in with his own scout ranks. They're going to make mincemeat out of the rather light Elder forces, unless maybe Chuba decides to send the Farseer after them, which he's not going to, and yeah, Chuba's forces are going to suffer a bit. There we go, fine, he's going to be sending after the Scout Marines about freaking times, and wow, that's pretty good the amount of disruption the Farseer can do, actually. Same time, Necron Lord also coming into a bit of damage. Thankfully, Listing Post has been upgraded, army going to be getting target, the target finders, whatever it's called, yeah, the target finders upgrade damage for the Space Marines, getting second Space Marine squad out. And there you go, it's just going to be standard troops all over the place. Where are my... Oh, there are my Assault Space Marines. I was wondering where the hell they were, actually. So they're continuing to do a bit of harassment as well, by the looks of it. Going after different builder units by the looks of it. Have to watch out for the Listening Post doing damage as well. Guardians doing whatever damage they can, and unfortunately Dark Reapers are probably going to get annihilated. Battle Sisters coming out, and the Canoness are probably going to have to retreat, actually. But, just as I say that, of course, we actually have a Stark and an equipped Falcon Grav tank with no anti-vehicle complement for the opponents. They're actually going to have a hell of a time to deal with this, especially with these light Scout Marines. Wow, what is the second thing he's going to build? I don't know. Well, he's actually got Fire Dragons out, and yeah, he's going to just build a second Grav tank. He's probably going to put the Fire Dragons in that, I'm assuming. I'm not entirely sure. In either case, a very interesting build. It'd be interesting to see how that would work in 1 versus 1. I'm assuming it probably would not work very well, actually, to say the least. And there we go, we do have 2 squads of Battle Sisters, but thankfully the Assault Space Marines should be able to... Okay, they should actually get into melee against them. And they should be able to disrupt 1 squad at the very least. They should actually be able to get the hell out of it, actually, because as you can see, they're very, very low on health, actually. Canoness might actually be able to take them out, or the Listening Post might be able to, but no, lo and behold, I believe the Sergeant just walked in. Yep, he did. And yeah, managed to get out just barely, and Falcon Grav Tank's just going to have a hell of a time going after the Stuffy. Star Cannon. I can't remember if the Star Cannon actually replaces a weapon on the Grav Tank or not. In either case, oh, he actually sent the Fire Dragons the slow way. Okay, I'm not really sure why I didn't load them up into the Grav Tank. I'm pretty sure it can take 2 lots of troops, not entirely sure actually. Haven't really played Elder in a bit of a while actually. In any case, interesting build by him. I don't think it would work in 1 versus 1, but you never know, you never know. So these ones equipped with flamers, these ones equipped with heavy bolters, regular bolters, and actually getting a Rhino transport out as well. So going for a vehicle-based build actually. Interesting, very interesting indeed. It's going to be interesting to use such disparate troops in the Rhino transport given the incredibly short range of the flamers, but what the hell, we'll see what happens. The attack continues on the Battle Sisters base. Nice little grenade throw as well. We get another grenade throw. Nope. We have 2 Guardian squads, so they might have actually thrown the first grenade already. I'm not entirely sure. In either case, these Fire Dragons definitely need to get the hell out of there. Ouch. Not exactly the cheapest of guys either. I'm not really sure why he's not using Fleet of Forts. Did he? He probably didn't even research it, for God's sake. God damn it. Why did he should have at least researched bloody Fleet of Foots. At least for his Guardians and his support troops. I mean, wow. What in God's name is he doing? There goes my Scout Rain as well. Oh, this is an interesting round indeed. Make AV space. What is it? He's referring to me? I'm not entirely sure. In any case, these guys are going to go in pure flamers. And there we go. Just saw that I did go for pure range, not range, pure vehicle builds. Well, not pure vehicle build, but you know what I mean. A vehicle mechanized space marine build. Should I say these guys should probably get the hell out of there actually? Yep, they're just going to go towards this other flank instead. Not really sure if that's a great idea actually. Probably should have just backed out of there, but oh well. What's Keen do? Time to exit stage left in either case, and yeah, Space Marine's going to be exiting, but at the same time, indeed. Well, Imba did try to help, but the Star Cannon equipped Falcon did do a bit of damage to say the least. We do have the Warp Spiders coming in as well to do a bit of damage. God damn, that X-Cycle is pretty goddamn expensive. So he's going to be going for 3 squads there. In my opinion, he still should have gone with freaking Fleet of Forts, but oh well. What can you do? What can you do? Too bad these Fire Dragons aren't going to do much against these Necron Warriors, to say the least. I should get these guys just to stop over here. Nope. Nope. They're just going to continue out of there, to say the least. We've got the Chaplain coming in as well. No Grey Knight squad or anything like that, so just to attach him to one of the squads, to say the least. Oh, and finally we do have a couple more skirmishes happening between the Dark Elder and... sorry, not Dark Elder, the regular Elder, Battle Sisters, and the Space Marines. Looks like Imba's at tier 2, of course, and he's got the heavy weapon upgrade for his Scout Marines. He's mostly gone for light troops, actually. What's his tier 2 building? So Sacred Artifacts, yeah, he's just going... Oh, and Machine Cult. Oh, he's actually at tier 3 as well. Whoopsie long. Whoopsie long indeed. God damn, these guys are really a massive pain in the ass. Oh well, what can you do? I think I'm still at tier 2 myself, actually, and... God, this stuff is really a pain in the ass. Thankfully, though, he didn't actually use the ability of this listing post. That'll really make much difference anyway. We should get these guys to... oh my god, I definitely should get them actually to get the hell out of there. Actually, and what else am I going to go on? Assault Space Marines, we've got a cloaked building there, and these guys are just going to be going off to the side, actually warding off the Necron army, bizarrely enough. And yeah, they're going to retreat there, of course, damn it. And these guys all being equipped with flamers, probably not a very good idea. I probably should just let these guys go off on foot and maybe let them maybe get killed off or something while the other Space Marines, the third squad of Space Marines, were equipped with the proper weapons. But what can you do? Yeah, but unfortunately they're just going to get taken out now. Kind of sucks. I probably should retreat them as quickly as possible. I'm not really sure if I even got the frag grenades for them. The attack by 2 Elder players has unfortunately been rebuffed on the right flank as well. As you can see, my left flank is in a bit of trouble. Thankfully, Warp Spiders coming in. At the very least, they do not need the Fleet of Foots upgrade, because as you can see, they can just teleport pretty freaking instantly, except for this guy. This guy decided to stay behind for some reason. Probably should be trying to get the hell out of them, actually. But oh well. What can you do? And of course, they come in Assault Space Marines. What am I sending them after, actually? The Immortals? Possibly. Possibly. And yep, I do believe I do have the frag grenades. So managing to keep them alive a little bit longer. Comes the Rhino transport through their lines, bizarrely enough. Immortals are going to be a bit of a pain in the ass, but I do manage to take them out, thankfully. And we do have Warp Spiders jumping in as well. Thank God for Warp Spiders. Not jumping in, teleporting in, should I say. So yeah, quite a bit of back and forth action. Is Necron Necron Warriors are kind of cornered, but at the same time they can kind of teleport it if they really want to, along with the Necron Lords. So there you have it. These Warp Spiders could probably stand to teleport. Not really sure why Chubabra is letting them stay out like that, but oh well, what can you do? Might actually be able to take out the Necron Lord. That would be quite the achievement. Nope, unfortunately she's going to stay alive. That Fire Electricity upgrade really helping him out a bit there, and I believe that was a whole squad of Warp Spiders rather needlessly sacrificed. Just a little build for myself there. Let's see, so getting the Commander upgrade, bizarrely enough. Am I still at tier 2? I think I am actually. Going for Grey Knights as well, probably going to be replacing the Chaplain with something else for my Space Marine squads. We'll see what happens. In any case, Imba thankfully is not going to be deploying Dreadnoughts in her own base just yet, is instead deploying them against the Elder player here. The right flank is starting to crumble a bit, and the middle flank as well is starting to crumble a bit as well. We'll see what happens though. Not seeing any anti-vehicle stuff except for, I suppose, for the Dreadnought and to a lesser extent the Terminators for the Space Marines. Fortunately, Falcon Grav tank doesn't have much health, so he's going to get taken out pretty quickly. Wow, it's still anyone's game at this point, in my opinion. What the hell is this Rhino Transport doing? Like, Jesus Christ. I hope to God this one's a sacrificial one. Well, not a sacrificial one, but a decoy one or something. And that my real Rhino Transports with the infantry is somewhere else, but no, I don't think he is actually. No, he's not. It's great. Probably should get him the hell out of there, actually. Yep, definitely need to get him the hell out of there now. God, I love how they just jumps like that, despite the fact that it's on tracks and all that. Yeah, well, thankfully Grey Knights will also come in as well. They'll... Oh shit, yep. Looks like Necron's at tier 3 as well. They'll be able to do a bit of damage as well. And speaking of which, there we go. We actually got a very nice bit of Fire Dragon harassments by, what's his name? Shibriator. Scout Marines are going to be upgraded with plasma guns rather than sniper rifles, bizarrely enough. But yeah, they're not really going to do much against the Fire Dragons. Celestians are going to destroy the Falcon Grav tank, but yeah, it looks like it's going to be a one-way trip for the Fire Dragons to say the least. And we just got an all-out brawl to say the least. Chubabra also coming up with his fire prisons, so he must be a tier 4, I think that's tier 4 or tier 3. And getting the Avatar, so he's definitely a tier 4 to say the least. So it should be one hell of a little brawl in the left flank to say the least. And we've also actually got, I believe, Chupa coming in just by on his lonesome. Oh, actually, we'll do a Chubabra helping him out on the right flank as well. I wonder actually if they're related in some way or if they're on the same clan or something. In any case, whoa. Gotta love these area of effect cannons being used by the fire prisms. Prismatic weapons, whatever you want to call them. Not to shove actually, they really seem to do loads of damage. Unfortunately, yeah, we do have the solar pulse being made by the Necron Lord, but thankfully these fire prisms can actually jump out of there. Hopefully they'll be jumping out of there. At the very least, hopefully we'll get my guys out of there. Yeah, this Chubabra really could do some better micro actually. He's just leaving his fire prisons when clearly, there we go. Clearly they need to just get out of there. He should have just jumped them out of there, but... Well, there we go. In any case, they actually do a decent job firing on the move as well. And there we go, my guys getting the hell out of there. But, actually, wait a minute, where the hell are my Grey Knights? Oh man, I got them destroyed already? I think I did. Well, that kind of sucks. Would have been great to have the Chaplain attached to him, but I suppose the Chaplain's alive at the very least. Attacking it rebuffed on the right, but at the same time... Okay, yeah, Land Raider coming in as a tier 4 vehicle there. Huh, so I dare say it still is anyone's game. It's hard to imagine that it's... We've only got a few minutes to go, really. I suppose it's probably going to be... this is probably going to be the last couple of battles, and of course it's going to occur on 2 flanks at once. And of course I cannot actually see what's happening on both flanks at once, sorry, which kind of sucks, but these guys are actually going to be following them, to say the least. And wow, I love it. Yep, and yep, forcing them to teleport. These guys, unfortunately, the Power Eyes I'm pretty sure cannot teleport, so they're just going to get taken out slowly but surely by the Avatar of Keen. Actually, what the hell are these flayed ones doing over here? Actually, what are my guys doing right next to them? Jesus Christ. And at the same time, we've got a nice little bit of ranged combat happening between Warp Spiders and yeah, the Battle Sisters as well. I'm not sure if they've been upgraded with the Haywire Grenades or not. They certainly would come in handy against some Rhino Transports, but oh well. What's can you do? Probably should also be attaching the, indeed, should be attaching the Farseer to the, should attach them, yeah, should finally attach them to the Howling Banshees. Took the time there. So wow, just action happening all over the place. I think the Space Marine player alcoholic though. I think he could have done a better job in assisting in one of those battles, but oh well, what can you do? Oh god, Necron's going to be a pain in the ass. There we go, I did manage to recreate the Chaplain squad, and they're just going to have a Okay, not really sure where this guy's going. This is Apothecary, should I say. Going to be attached to these guys? I don't know, he's not attached to anyone just yet for some bizarre reason. And there we go, dare say it's time for us to start maneuvering forward, to say the least. If I'm actually still at tier, I think I'm still at tier 2. Incredible, simply incredible. Oh well, what can you do? What can you do? Actually, just get a nice little cinematic view of what's happening here, actually. There we go. So we got loads of fire dragons up against the Land Raider. Man, that thing can take a lot of damage. I think it's actually, it's kind of hard to tell, but I think it might actually have the machine spirit ability activated. I don't think it does. It's meant to have like a little flashing thing, but there's plenty of things flashing on it, so it's kind of hard to tell whether or not they actually, whether it's got that ability being used. But in any case, it'll get destroyed. And yeah, at the same time, really could do some freaking detection. I mean, just a couple of Harlequins would be pretty suitable detection, since their commander armor would also allow them to take sniper rifle shots and not get ripped up like the other Elder infantry. But oh, what can you do? That was rather bizarre, actually. We've got 2 Elder players and no detection. It's such a bizarre oversight. I'm not sure why, what the hell they were thinking. Especially, I mean, they would have known since around tier 2 that's the Space Marine player was going for scout snipers. But there we go. Finally, they do get some form of detection in. Ah, okay. The Seer Council, yep, they detected infiltrated units. Indeed. And speaking of infiltration, we've actually got a couple of these guys coming in as well. Ah, very nicely done. The Bone Singer apparently can teleport. I'm pretty sure he can teleport to terrain that's normally hidden. And yeah, managed to build a hidden webway gate, and there we go. Apparently even got a Bright Lance platform coming out as well. Weakening effect. Just like, okay, coming out as well. And yeah, these guys are just going to go to town on Mr. Chess's base. Very nice job by this trooper guy, definitely using the mobility of Elder to his advantage, to say the least. In fact, I'm surprised actually we don't see this stuff a bit more often, really. I mean, granted, this map sort of is really good for that sort of thing, because we've got plenty of places, well, even here, actually, around here, actually, and here, I mean, plenty of places for hidden stuff to be set up. Not bad, not bad. So there you go, just goes to show you, definitely need to be vigilant against Elder, because they can use the webway gates just like that. Probably doesn't really need to be going with so many Bright Lance platforms, to say the least. Probably could do with Shuriken platforms instead, but whatever. So getting the Warp Spiders out to provide a bit of assistance. It's mostly just going to be myself and a couple of the heavier Elder assets going up against the Necrons now. And speaking of which, Hater Twinkie is at tier... Yep, oh wait a minute, he's building another one, but I believe, yep, he's at tier 4, so he does actually have the his own Uber unit out. Don't cry, indeed. Indeed, Force Commander is hopefully going to be able to do a bit of damage against her, but the Restored Monolith can take a bit of damage, to say the least. We do have our own Avatar of Cain though, but unfortunately he's taking a bit of damage as well. And unlike the Restored Monolith, he cannot be repaired by builder units, although Hater Twinkie's not actually using any builder units on it though, so there you go. And these guys are going to suffer a bit as well. Yeah, overall not such a bad bombardment ability, unfortunately. Did not really do much damage against the Monolith, but well, what can you do? We've got some stuff dropping in, probably from the opponents, maybe, I'm not entirely sure. Something's going to be dropping in, and it is from myself, right? Meteor Zone's good. It's going to be going straight for this Restored Monolith. Unfortunately, yeah, but Builder Scabs going after them. So really, 2 squads of Builder Scabs, only not a single one region that really needs to be reinforced. Unfortunately, yeah, this guy getting taken out pretty quickly. Avatar of Cain going up against him, but it's probably not going to make too much of a difference. What the hell? Wow. Wow, okay. Okay, that really, there's bullets really going on there, but anyway. It's still not bad though, getting up to tier 4. Hater Twinkie might be able to do something if it wasn't for the fact that we've got significant forces coming in from the bottom here, just streaming in through the webway gates and all that. So yeah, we've got one webway gate there. Probably could set up another one over here or something just to get closer access to the enemy, but whatever. Yes, there goes Mr. Chess. These guys could probably be sent forward as well, actually, and yep, no, Necron Plan does not stand a chance. Still not bad getting up to tier 4, and I believe he's, yep, he was about to destroy the Avatar of Cain, but nope, he actually quit before that happened, and there we go. Avatar of Cain gets saved by the bell. Look at that nice little sword strike right there, and we even got a nice little little cloud happening as well, I believe, which was from the strike occurring from the monolith there, not too shabby. Oh, it's got some bloody cloaked Necrons, which are always a pain in the ass to face off against. Yeah, not a bad game indeed. Very nice job actually by, what's his name? Actually, no, it wasn't this guy, it was the other one. Chiburator. Huh. Very nicely done indeed with his web against and all that. And yeah, it looks like his fast tech kind of paid off. He should have gone for Fleet of Foot as well though. I mean, it's a pretty cheap upgrade for God's sake. And it's not like as if he wouldn't have had an excess of power. He could have just got the upgrade while building the Soul Shrine. But, oh well. What can you do? What can you do? Also, elder players could have done with a bit more detection as well. Yeah, they have it. Until next time, this has been David Didovich, signing off.